Hey, I'm Garen Flowers with Cinemark. We had to wait many years, but Moana 2 is finally here. There she is right there with Maui. I spoke with the directors of the movie.
Might wanna hold on. What lies beyond?
So it's been 8 years since the last movie, but only 3 years have passed in Moana's world. So how has her life changed in that time?
Ooh, well, in the first film, she goes on this epic adventure and she figures out how to be a wayfinder. So in the 3 years since we've last seen her, she's gone home and she's brought her people back to the ocean. She's really become a leader to her village, the way she kind of dreamt about, bridging land and sea. But now it's time for a new adventure. Plus, she's got a little sister, Simea. So a lot's changed in her world, but a lot stayed the same.
Well, Maui learned a lot of lessons in Moana. And so what challenges does he face in Moana 2?
Oh, that's one of the best parts about this movie. We definitely pick up from where that relationship left off, where Maui and Moana are, they still knock each other around in their buddy-buddy, but I think what's interesting is that Maui and Moana care about each other. They both look out for each other, and when Moana gets in danger, that really puts Maui in a really interesting position that he's worried for her and he's vulnerable for her. And I think that's a very new part of this Maui that we have never seen before, and it's also the key relationship in this film, again, is Maui and Moana, and we push it and go to new places no one has ever seen before with their relationship.
Maui?
Boat snack! Oh! Boat snack upgrade? Bacon and eggs? Why didn't you bring the pig last time?
What's your most personal experience that's reflected in this movie?
Probably the addition of Simea, the character for me. We wanted to show, Moana's deepening connection to her community, to her family, and also to her future, the future of her people. And my eldest daughter is named Samea, and she's 21 years old, and my youngest son is 7 years old. And the two of them are kindred spirits. Over COVID, they spent all the time they could together, going camping, sleepovers, being together. And then suddenly he realized that this pillar of joy in his life was actually going to go off to college. And it was so difficult to see that transition for both of them. And for us, we wanted to give Moana new challenges, new growth, and new maturity. And Simea is a symbol of that in the movie.
Talk about the songwriting process. How do you follow a tune like How Far I'll Go?
It's really driven through story and character,
Absolutely.
And through, Moana's emotional journey across the story. But, we work in story, we craft, Moana's trajectory, and then working with our songwriters, bringing Emily Bear and Abigail Barlow into the studio, pitching the story. And they iterate with us while we change things. They also adapt back and forth to help us find the best way to express Moana's emotions.
Yeah, as you're writing songs, one thing I've learned is it has to be driven from the emotion of the character. So Moana's called us in this incredible journey. Her people need her. But what that means is that she, as a person, is she up to the challenge? Inside of her, is there enough? And that really drives, from an emotional standpoint, Moana as a character to sing a new song. And I think what Emily Bear and Abigail Barlow have created, along with Mark Mancina and Opataya Fuai, is incredible, and I think that this song will be the new ballad that Moana and hopefully a lot of our fans like to sing as well. So,
what does it mean to you that Moana 2 will open in movie theaters?
As filmmakers, there's nothing more exciting than knowing that your film is going to be in theaters all around the world, and that audiences are going to get to experience it together. This film is so fun. It's a great adventure, and there's nothing like the lights going down in a theater, sitting in with a bunch of other people and feeling the roller coaster of emotions, from laughter to sadness. I mean, this movie goes to new depths of emotion that I'm so excited for people to see.
Our story, ultimately, it's about personal growth, but it's also about connection. And, it's about Moana finding others. And for me, it is a shared experience going to the theater, and sharing that experience with others is how we want everyone to experience this movie.
I actually sat in the back at the very end as you were watching some of that footage today, and hearing an audience laugh alongside of all the things that we've been crafting, it's one of the most I don't know. It's the best feeling ever, honestly, as a filmmaker. There's nothing quite like it. So I cannot wait for the entire world to have that same experience.
Absolutely. Moana 2 is wayfinding a path to the big screen. Check it out at Cinemark Theaters on November 27th. You can get your tickets at cinemark.com.
This is a call from the ancestors to sail to new skies and reconnect our people across the entire ocean.